Welcome back, everyone, to episode 32 of Ríos del Cielo. Today I'm back at the tropical beach resort area of my town. I'm going to do some more work on this. You can see all the lots that I had put down have filled in with hotels. I'm going to start on this little complex here. I think I'm going to tie the that spa and the large hotel there together in a sort of cluster. I don't know if I want them right next to each other like that or slightly separated, because they really, architecturally anyway, they don't really match. Either way, I think I want to set this back from the road a bit, and usually a hotel like this will have a loop in front for cars to come in and drop passengers off. Passengers? People going into the hotel. Hotel customers.
You see, I speak English well. I learn it from a book.
So I think a two-lane, one-way road going by the front here, and that allows it to set back from the road a little bit. A lot of these really tall buildings, they just don't look right when they're right up against the road. Set them back a little bit. You can put some trees in, and they look just a little more in scale. Yeah, let's get rid of crosswalks there, or intersections. We just got to remember to do that first thing so traffic doesn't start tying up. Those cars parked along the edge, I don't like that on the hotel. So I'm going to get rid of those parking spaces with bulb. Good old bulb. Yeah, that's better. I think I'll put a just a standard curb breaker type road out here. It's just concrete. It'll blend in with the base of the hotel there. That'll give us a roadway that we can stick some other attractions onto. I want to put the that ornate swimming pool. I think I used this once before out on the island. Make it part of that hotel complex there. And something, make sure don't get that road used as a road. Actual cars going up in there. Turn the traffic off there. Still gives road access to the ornate pool area there, which, since it requires road access, it's going to need a garbage collection and what have you. Hearses, they can all drive up in there. Just no regular cars. I also thought maybe this little garden thing would be nice. This is part of that complex there. Trying to sort of balance it off here. Yeah, it's fairly nice. And I'm going to put tropical trees all around. Tropical trees for everyone. I'm going to put them down manually. See it, they won't let you get too close to the buildings with your brush tool. So manual it is. Yeah, tree anarchy. There we go. That little island there with the trees isolating it from the road. That hotel from the road looks really good. Alright, fairly good. I think I want to dress up that concrete area there, that big swath of bare concrete, even though it is a road. Technically, I think a bunch of these circular planters with trees, palm trees in them would look nice. Break that up. I have to put it over there and use the move it mod. Just hate it when the game tells you can't do that.
No, sir, I don't like it.
Gotta find a way to make it happen. Alright, that's good. Later on, we might put like benches around there and maybe some more small flowering bushes at the base. For the time being, that's a good start there. Now I want to do the shoreline walkway, tree-lined walkway. And since the buildings are following the roadway, I think this walkway will also follow the path of the roadway. Find a good one to use here. No, none of these. Looking for something different. I definitely want tree lined. Zoo path looks pretty good. And I'll use the parallel roll tool there. I have to make large selections. It can only go as far as intersections. It's limitation of the tool. Go to the intersection, but you can expand this selection. You can see it's getting longer. Wonder what it's going to do around the traffic circle here. Hit the wrong key. Continue it off. Oh yeah, it's a nice little curved section there. I think that'll work. Let's go to the end of the road. Alright. See, it's right up against the roadways. I want to offset it down below to closer to the beach on the other side of the hotels. I'll just use the offset key there. Looks about right. There's a little space between that and the hotels. Of course, since it was set to level the roadway, it's completely raised up, which I don't want. I want it to be ground level. So I'm going to have to raise the ground up to the level of the walkway. little bit too big. There you go. Yeah, I think that'll work. Let's go over a little bit there. We can adjust the slope of the beach and smooth everything out after the fact here. Yeah, that little curved area is kind of interesting. It's an interesting feature since it mirrors the roundabout there. Could go straight across with the path, but I sort of like that curve there, so I'm gonna keep it there and work around it, see if we can incorporate it. It's a nice little piece of detail there. All right, I think that'll work. Sure, I got all of it there. Remove the sand up there. Okay, now I gotta replace that pathway with the ground level version so we have the trees. So we are now on the ground level. We can do that. Okay.
Excellent.
That is done. Now let's tie her back into the sidewalk area so that people can get out to the walkway here. We'll probably have lots more of these connections as we go along in between some of the hotels there. Connection from here to the pedestrian crossover. Need to use a raised version of that. So we're coming. That's all right. Let's start the other way, I think. It's always so iffy. Start with the raised area. Go to the ground level. Yeah. That looks cool. Oh, I like that. I like the way that particular pathway is. It's got the wood and those nice railings and the ivy growing underneath, which is a nice little touch there. I like that. What does that say? Media center. It's obviously a restaurant. I think a lot of the people who make these assets build them off of an existing asset and don't change all of the data associated with it. Move it a little further away from the traffic circle. And we need to connect this up with the sidewalks. And we'll sort of split the difference here. Put it right down the middle. Nice. Alright, I'm going to take care of the beach here. I need to slope it. I don't want to just smooth out that abrupt edge there. I need it to be more of a gentle slope and actually push the water out a little further. So I'm going to use the slope making tool there. we select the low end and then just drag from high to low. Smooth all this out afterwards, but I find this works really well, making these beach areas. Little. There you go. That's far enough. I think all that's good. We'll just smooth that out. Smooth out all the rest. Yeah. Good. Yeah, you see, we got a nice larger beach area there. And we can run the sand up to the edge of the walkway. It's not too accurate. Yeah, looks good. Now I want to start getting rid of some of these duplicate buildings, which is a pain. Stuff growing in here. I just have to go through and see if I can make it look varied. With some of those growing right next to each other there. Go down my list of hotels, seeing if I can avoid any redundancies here. And I like the looks of that one, but it's not going to fit in there unless I put a roadway in, which is all right. Another little piece of detail there. Okay. Yeah, that's a much different looking hotel than all the rest of the stuff that's crammed in there. Don't want to use any of those old-timey ones. After I get done putting all these in here, I'm going to mark them all as historic so they stay and don't get replaced with duplicates. See, I've gone through them all. Yeah, that's, you know, that's all nice and varied there. I don't see any duplications happening. Looks like individual buildings. And I had to put some parking down here for them. I think right next to the center dual traffic circle complex there. I think it'll look good. Symmetrical anyway. Symmetricality is artistic. Got to set these up correctly. As I said before, it seems if you set those to disallow cars, trucks, whatever, from going in, from using that little stub of a road, you don't get cars going in there just to turn around. It doesn't prevent them parking in there, which is nice. Those cars will still come up and park. They won't go in there to use it as a turnaround. Hang You gotta set up these intersections. We're pretty close to the traffic circle there. It could cause problems. I am going to disallow any crossovers here. If people need to go the other direction, they just have to go down to the other traffic circle and come back. And that will pretty much keep us from having traffic problems here. Use this tool here to get rid of that. No left-hand turn there. Always be sure to put in all the other crossing there. If you made it just straight through, then they couldn't change lanes before they're going into the traffic circle. I don't particularly want to disallow that. And here we guide the cars around the right turn only there, coming off of that parking lot, so it won't be jamming up. That should work fine. This one's here, it's a little bit different since we have turn off for a hotel there. No crossovers. All right, that should work fine.
Well, you say that.
We won't know till later once traffic picks up. And I'll tree in this little area, separate it from everything else. Sort of like how this sort of counts as forest area, so it makes the grass underneath very dark. I like that. Okay. I'm going to put in some more trees. Change the trees over on the walkway to palms. And I filled in all the gaps in between those hotels with more zoning. As you can see, there's beginning to fill in there. And I'll go through again once they grow in and replace any duplicates that are right next to each other, which is annoying. I'm looking for another hotel to put down. Large hotel on the upper side. That one there, I have not used that one yet. No, I don't think it's going to work in there. I think if I put it down over here, it's so large, it's a nice balance to the complex on the other end there. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, look at that. It's got pools on the roof. It's actually got parking built on top of parking structure. Although I don't think it's actually used in the model or not as parking. I'll have to see where the spawn point is. I'm going to pretend like it's not top of parking, and I'll put a parking garage down next to it. Just want to get it orientated correctly there. Trying to sort of split between those two hotels down at the bottom. in a roadway. Yeah, that'll work fine. Parking garage up there. Offset it from the road a bit, so and throw some trees in between, just sort of hide it from the roadway, make it look nice. Curb breaker in, all set up, usual. Muscle memory coming back. Okay, that's all set up. Let's throw some trees in there. Around back. Oh, there's actually garbage stuff back there. I'm gonna run that road around the back. It doesn't really need access. Real life would, however, for deliveries and such. We've got the road there. Might as well run it around. A little extra detail. Right. Yeah, you can see there's some dumpsters around the back. See the spawn point. It only has one spawn point up front, like all the other generic buildings here. I think in this case I'm going to add spawn point. Let's remove the garbage truck from that spawn point. Add it to this one here. Make a new spawn point for the garbage truck. I suppose I could have ambulances and cops and hearses go around the back too, but yeah, there's the new spawn point. They're hard to grab when it's in the air like that. Use the scroll wheel and move it out there. There we go. Now I can grab it, put it where I want it. So now, yeah, all the garbage trucks should come back here and do their business. Spawn, turn around, despawn. Alright, she looks very nice. Well, I want to do something with this curved area out front here. I think the floating restaurant will do nicely here. Although it does require road access, which might be problematic, but I feel in a problem-solving mood here. I'm gonna make it work. If it kills me. Yeah, no road access. So somehow I gotta get a road down here without completely destroying the beach. I think I'll line this up with that pathway there. And I selected a pedestrian roadway. Still counts as a regular road. Sort of gravelly. I don't know how I'm going to attach it to the main road system, which is important because this thing will eventually need garbage pickup and police and fire and what have you. Need services. So this road does need to be attached to the main traffic circle up there. How am I going to get it there? I don't know. First things first, it's the wonkiness. It's annoying me. I want that sort of straight view there. All right. It's sort of a gravelly looking type road. Doesn't look like it impacts really hard on the beach. We'll just walk right over it. We're not in the water there. That doesn't help. The way this thing's supposed to work is boats are supposed to pull up there and take you out to the restaurant. So that little pier area needs to be in the water. So we're going to have to come further out here. All right, that's a little bit better. Always move the road down there, that's no problem. Okay. Yeah, that little roadway is not too intrusive. There won't be any traffic on it, so people just walk right over it when they're walking down the beach. And if I really get antsy about it, I could probably, since it is a roadway, stick a couple of little cafes off of it as well. For the time being, I just want to get that working okay. Yeah, heights look really good there. Now you can see how this does not want to attach to that pathway, which is good. Don't want it attached to the pathway as it's a road, but I need to get it underneath, I think. We'll pass the pathway over the roadway here. Use some raised sections. I want to change the height. I don't want it to go up and over. I want the road to drop down. Go under. Just enough room for any vehicles that need to go under there. Just the levels of them. Tie it into the traffic circle. Let's clean this up a little bit so we have just a little short bridge section here. Gotta raise those back up. That's sort of what I want right there. Just a little bridge in the center. That thing's not going to join up really nicely there, is it? Being a dirt or gravel type road. I'm going to have to replace it. Just the stub of that with an actual paved road. Make it look good. Yeah, I think that'll work fine. Okay. I don't know if clientele of that floating restaurant need to have car access to the pier down there. People come in cars and want to go to that restaurant. They're going to need parking. So I think eventually I may add parking right off of the traffic circle here up against that little stub of paved road. Just for the people who want to walk down to the floating restaurant. Alright, that all looks good. And that's functioning. It's got road access. We'll wait and see if there's any people going out there. Spawn point's fine there. It's where all the vehicles will come down, pick up the garbage and what have you. Yeah, our traffic's fine. Still set to no despawn. Still 4% unemployment. We're still struggling to get people in here, but I think that will be it for today. As always, thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you again tomorrow.